Tanette Nell. I'm an Associate Director at KPMG and I'm responsible for running the tax practice in the Eastern Cape. I think individuals won't be happy about this budget. We saw a shortfall in revenue collections of 28 billion rand, and the Minister had to get that from somewhere, and we saw that the total 28 billion he will be getting through increases in taxes, in particular the personal income tax, with 16.5 billion coming from an increase in personal income tax, with not increasing the tax brackets for inflation. So not the savings that we saw in the last few years for individuals, unfortunately. Yes, we saw in the budget speech that we are definitely moving to a more progressive tax system with a focus on wealth taxes to address the inequalities and to have a system where if you earn more, you're going to be paying more. So we saw the introduction of a super tax bracket of 45% for taxpayers over 1.5 million of taxable income. We also saw the dividend withholding tax rate being increased to 20%. Trusts will now pay tax at 45%. So definitely a focus towards the direct tax as opposed to the indirect tax, which perhaps a balanced approach between your direct and indirect tax would have been a more appropriate solution. Unfortunately, not a lot that was said for businesses from a tax perspective. We would have liked to have seen some incentives coming through, that he was silent on that. The corporate tax rate, at least, have not been increased. There we are on par with OECD, perhaps a bit higher than the OECD average of 25%. However, we did see an increase in the dividend withholding tax rate that would, together with the tax rate of 28%, increases our combined statutory rate on distributions to 42.2%, which is in line with the OECD average, but will definitely affect business and then also individual taxpayers. It's particularly difficult for corporates in the environment that we're in at the moment. We're seeing a lot of disruptors. We had the Panama Papers, Brexit, we've got Trump, and a lot of political and economical instability locally but also globally. So it's definitely difficult to be tax compliant in these times. We also saw a lot of emphasis in the budget speech on base erosion and profit sharing. So businesses need to be aware of these disruptors and need to have an active strategy to make sure that they are compliant with tax legislation and that they make sure that they avoid these disruptors. We bring innovative solutions to our clients and we add value by bringing our expertise.